Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Now in this video we have implemented the stack operations using array. So the Java program that we have created for implementing the operations of the stack push and pop, that are two basic operations of the stack that we also know. That push operation means to insert an item into the stack, and pops means the delete an item from the stack. So we have implemented these two basic operations of the stack using the array. In this Java program, we have implemented stack using the array. Now, we have basically implemented the operations of the stack, that is push and pop. We also know that push means to insert an item into the stack, and pops means delete an item from the stack. So we have implemented this. Now we have here a menu driven program has been created with the help of switch case. So we first of all we have declared a variable choice here of data type integer, because the user will give the choice based on the options are available. So it can be 1. If the option is 1, it will push the data item. So if the choice is 1, obviously it will execute case 1, and it will call the function push, and this function that has been created for inserting a data element into the stack. If the choice is 2, obviously it call the case 2, and in case 2 we have written the function that is to delete one element from the stack. Obviously that element that will get deleted from the stack will be the top element, the element that in the top of the stack will get deleted. If the option is 3, it will call the function display. Obviously in that case this choice will be equals to 3, and it passes to switch case, and it will select the case 3, and it will execute the function display, which will display the elements in the stack. And whenever the user enters number 4, when the choice will be equals to 4, it will exit from the program, and for any other choice it will display an invalid option and asking for the user to enter a valid choice. So now here in the push function we have passed an object here, that is the object of the scanner class that we have created here, scanner sc. We have passed here the object of the scanner class, and you can see here in this function we have created that object, we have accepted it and created with the scanner class for taking the inputs. Now in this class stack, the data members that we have declared, first one is the top of data type integer that will point to the top of the stack. We have declared another data member integer max initialized to 10. It is the maximum size of the array. So according to this we have created the array with the maximum size. So ARR has the size of 10, it can store at most 10 elements, and with this elements we will perform the stack operations. So we can store at most 10 elements into the stack. Now we have created one constructor here to initialize the top -1. Now initially as we know that there are no elements into the stack, so top will be equals to -1. It will point a null location, and whenever one element will get inserted, the value of the top will be incremented by 1 and it will point to a location 0. As the index, the beginning index of the array start from 0, so we have point here, assign a value here -1 to the top. Now in the push function, the first condition that we are checking, that if the top is equals to max -1, so obviously the maximum element, the maximum level that we have reached into the stack, so it is not possible to enter any value, as because it reaches the overflow condition. Now if the top is equals to max -1, so obviously the array has all elements in its location, so therefore it will display a message stack overflow and it will exit from the program. Now in case when the top is not equals to max -1, so otherwise the branch will execute the else part, and in the else part we're accepting from the user a value, and before inserting the value we are incrementing the top by 1, so that at the new location the value will get inserted. So suppose when the array has been created, at initial point the array has no elements, so when we call this push function, so in that case first top will be incremented by 1, so from -1 the top will be incremented by 1, that means top has the present value which is equals to 0, and in the location of arr 0 the value will get inserted. So at the first location of the array the value will get inserted. Now it will return the true value, the function will return the true value in case a successful insertion of the item, otherwise it will return a false value, which cause the program will terminate. Now in case of pop function, in case of pop function again we are checking that if the top is equals to -1, that means there are no elements in the stack, so in that case it will produce a message stack underflow. Stack underflow is a kind of situation when there exists no element to delete from the stack. So as there exists no elements into the array, so therefore the top is pointing at location -1 and it will display the message stack underflow and return, the function will return the false value. Otherwise it will decrement the value of the top by 1, it will decrement the value of the top by 1 and it will display a message that item successfully popped from here. So to pop an item from an array, we will just decrement the value of the top by 1, so that ensures an item has been popped successfully. Now here we can include a message like this, the item popped. So we can include this before decrement the value of the top, to display that the item that are going to be popped, to display the item that are going to be popped. Now we can decrement the value of the top and we can display a message that item has been successfully popped. So also it will display the value of the top of the item which has been popped just right now. Now in the final function void display, we are displaying the elements that are present into the array. So obviously we will start from the top location. So we will start from the top location, and from the top location we will move downwards until we reach at the base location. So the variable I here has been initialized to top. So we are starting from the top location and we are decrementing by 1 and displaying the elements that are present in that stack that has been created using array. So from top location the item is getting displayed. As we know that the stack follows the principle of last in first out, so obviously the value that will get inserted at the last time obviously will be popped first. So the displaying order that will be start from the top of the stack, and in the decrementing way it will display the other elements from top to until it reaches the base location of the array, means 0. So until it reaches the base location of the array index 0, it will display the elements. Now this is the program that we have developed using Java. Now here all the operations of the stack, push and pop, has been successfully created. Now let's see how this program works. We are going to see the output of the program. So before this, first we will compile the program. As we can see the message that the class has been successfully compiled having no syntax error. Now next we are going to run the program to see the output. Now here we can see that the output screen. Now here we have to select a one option. So obviously we will start from the push operation. Now here we will insert an item into the stack. Suppose we are entering a value 10 into the stack. So after entering the value we are pressing the enter button. Now we will perform another push operation and we will enter another value 20 into the stack. We will perform another push operation 1 and we will enter a value 30 into the stack. Now we are going to display how many elements into the stack. So as we can see that we have selected the choice 3 and we can see the elements. The stack has 3 elements. Obviously at the top it has the element 30 and the index of the array which has the element equals to 10. So the stack works in the architecture like the element that has been inserted at first will be deleted at last. So first in last out or last in first out is the architecture, or it is the mechanism that we used in the stack. So now we're going to pop one element from the stack. Obviously it will pop the topmost element from the stack, which is equals to 30. So now we are selecting the option 2. Now we can see that the item popped, which is equals to 30, and it has been successfully popped from the stack. Now we're going to display how many elements in the stack. Obviously we will get 2 elements into the stack, which is 20 and 10. Now we're going to pop repeatedly from the stack to see what happens. The item popped now is 20, that is the top of the stack. Now the stack has only one element, which is 10, and this is the top of the stack. So again we are going to pop element from the stack. The item successfully popped, which is equals to 10. Now we're going to again pop from the stack, but the stack has no items. Since the stack has no items to be popped, therefore it displaying the message stack overflow, indicates that the stack has no item to be popped. So now we can push the items. Thirty. Again we are going to push the item. Now let's see how many items into the stack. As we can see that now there exist 10 elements into the stack. Now again we are going to push one element and let's see what happens. So if we select the operation 1, now again it will display the message. Since all the locations of the array has been filled with values, so therefore the stack reached to its overflow condition, as there exists no other location to store the value. So therefore it displaying the message stack overflow. So this is how we can push an item into the stack and pop an item, means deleting an item from the stack. So these are two basic operations. Push and pop are two basic operations of the stack, and in this way we can implement the stack using array in Java. Thanks for watching the video. Now if you like the video, hit the like button and share this video with others. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon for regular updates.